let's talk, man. I see somebody say on X that the Lions should get Mike McDaniels to be their offensive coordinator if he is fired by the Miami Dolphins, and I think that's a good thing. That would be a good name splash. I think the thing that would have to be understood with Mike McDaniels is that we're a physical football team. We like to run smash mouth football, and I think, a lot of the things about him in Miami to the naked eye is that he kind of a cutesy, pass it type of coordinator. They're not known to be a physical football team. Now, what also can help his reputation is coming to Detroit and being successful and showing that he can be physical, and you kind of learn some discipline or some being a little bit more stern from Dan Campbell. And, reality, he could be right back in the game like EA. That's the reality of it. He can be right back in the game. So, for him, Detroit might be a good fit. Learn some physical principles, and he can bring some of the things from that, Mike and Kyle Shanahan offense. He can bring it here. A lot of the things that they like to do with the play action. I mean, he just has to learn to stick with the run. And how did Ben Johnson, I didn't see it, but I seen the stats. How did he, get the Bears to beat the Eagles? He smashed the ball right down the Eagles' throat. And, that's something that the Lions, should be looking to do. All right. It should be something that they're looking to build on. I mean, it's getting back to smash mouth football. But, yeah, I mean, other than that, if he can just, learn to consistently run the ball some more, I think it'd be a great fit. Him and Gibbs, if they choose to keep Montgomery, which it seemed like, everybody they paid, when they paid, it just seemed like they got injured or they fell off a cliff, but they paid Montgomery sometime last year. He got injured not too long after that, it felt like, and they ain't been trying to integrate him since. Even though in his specialties and short yardage and goal line, they just been trying to give all those carries to Jahmyr Gibbs, which to me, I kept telling people that's not the perfect way to do things, but nobody wanted to listen to me. Montgomery is the guy that's going to keep Gibbs fresh and give him the longevity he needs. He's going to soften the defense up. Therefore, Gibbs can run wild like Deuces run wild, right? But I wouldn't be opposed to Mike McDaniels. I would understand why people would be opposed to Mike McDaniels. But he's going to bring that, zone blocking, one-cut running back scheme here that, Christian McCaffrey, Gary Anderson, was it Mike Anderson? Mike Anderson, Terrell Day. A lot of those running backs had a lot of success. And I think the offensive line is young enough to be able to pick up on that. I think Sewell, I'd be great in that. Tate Ratledge. I see somebody say, well, the Lions' to-do list is to find a center. You just don't find a great center. Tate Ratledge is your center. I just don't get why people don't understand it. You don't just take a center in the draft and plug them at center. It don't necessarily work that way. Frank Ragnow was an unbelievable collegiate center in his first year. He played right guard, I believe. And then the next year, Quinn Trisha kicked him over to center. Tate Ratledge is going to be your center. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you don't come in, and then teams just don't have great centers lying around there, especially in their prime. You damn near find a prime pass rusher available before you find a great center available. So that's what I'm trying to articulate with people. Tate Ratledge is center. Georgia, they prepared him to be a center if they had needed him as center, so that's why the Lions took him as a center. For y'all, the 24/7 Lions, how do y'all not know that? How do y'all not know that? He will be your center. I believe, if Ragnow don't come back next year, Ratledge will be your center. He got an understanding of how the speed work, what he need to get better at. So you're going to see Ratledge at center, and you probably going to see Mahogany at left guard. The question is, who is going to be a right guard? You know, that's the $1 million question. Who will be your right guard? Will it be Graham Glasgow? Will it be Miles Frazier? Will it be somebody else? And there may be a question of who will be your center. I mean, who will be your left tackle, excuse me. But those are other conversations for the other day. And then just, it smells like Christmas, but also smells like regular SOL. Talking draft in December, D&D. The triple D's, Detroit Lions draft, December draft. Seems like everything is right in the world. I know y'all like, oh, you ain't shit, CJ. I know, we was talking about playoff spots and Super Bowl. It just didn't seem right. Now we back the way where we need to be back to. Draft talk. We back. I know y'all, I'm just fucking joking. It do feel a little bit right. It do feel right. But yeah, man, on a serious note, yeah, I mean, McDaniels, I ain't knocking it. I'm here for Mike McDaniels, baby. I'm here for the Mikester. Mike check 1 2 1 2. I'm here for the Mike man. Mike. So, I mean, him, Dayball. I mean, there are some guys out there. Brian Dayball, him. I think they need somebody experienced. So, shit, but that's just my opinion on it. But I'm not saying nothing bad about Mike McDaniel. I hate people who get over, start speeding, and then you start hitting your brakes. Why be a brake pumper? You did all that. You should have stayed right behind that car you was behind. Now you just want to ride your Honda Ridgeline brakes. I tell you, people. But hey, man, that's, I know McDaniel's gonna be hit or miss in the comment section. I get it, or just in people in general. But like I said, I wouldn't mind it. I think the Lions can give him that spice that he need to get back where he need to be, and those tools that he need to get back where he really need to be, as far as just being aggressive and stern and learning discipline and learning how, Dan Campbell runs stuff. Like I said, once again, why do you want to get over and then you want to go slow? What was the problem with the lane you was in? I don't be understanding these people that be driving. They get over, you get over and you don't go no faster in the fastest lane. You could have stayed exactly the lane that you was in. I'm telling you, man, they got, I'm telling you, man. This dude's from New York too. I don't know if it's a girl or a man. Got a granny stash or is that a man stash? I don't know. But 100 feet in front of this guy, bro. I'm telling you, man. But hey, man, check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live. We drop video. Follow me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, everywhere, wherever I'm in the link tree. The first link description, the link tree. Appreciate it. Peace.